really hope that going forward, there was some question about whether or not there's some ways to share information. But I would encourage you to share information with the Kali Wisas, to get information out to the tribal members in a way that they're understanding what it is that you're proposing that they have to pay for as well. I think it would be a good opportunity for us to build, to grow together, to work collaboratively. Thank you.
Any of the topics tonight cover everything that was discussed earlier. So, and we prefer, and I appreciate the input, but in the interest of time, since we only have 20 minutes remaining, literally that's when our contract runs out for the rental here tonight. We keep it short and more the Q&A. But again, this is an open meeting. Anyone can share their
Yeah, what was the question?
thoughts, concerns, and questions.
My name is Megan Willard, and I moved to the village 2 years ago from Colorado, and I have a question about Elaine. What is the purpose of her presentation tonight? As my village board, I was a district teacher, and I sort of felt very offended. So is she representing the board?
I'll respond to that. Is it Megan? Yeah, I'm your village president. This board contracted and retained Elaine as our consultant, among other things, 10 years ago. We have hired her because of her expertise, because of her courage, because of her knowledge. Every individual, and I believe in this, if you want to tag the board with anything, that's fine. But I'm willing to stand on my own for myself and take full accountability what I do and say, and that's the way it should be with everybody. So if you do have points of difference with Elaine.
No, my question is, does she represent you and the rest of the board? Is that what you believe?
Why don't you define for me what is her history, her books, her presentation?
What she said tonight.
Yes, I do. I'll sort this out.
She's representing me as a village resident.
She's not representing you.
Okay, you're my board.
Yeah, and you can vote me out any day you want.
No, I'm not having this conversation at all. I just want to know, is she here representing the village? You, the village?
Yes, she is our tribal
So
consultant.
what she said is what you believe. Is that accurate?
Yes, I'd like to qualify something. I am under contract as a consultant with the village of Hobart.
That's fine, I have no problem with that.
Let me finish this.
Okay.
I have my own private consulting firm, and I work and have for many years on the national level with a lot of communities, and also some tribal folks. My opinions and my information and my recommendations go to this board. Sometimes they agree with me and sometimes they don't.
What was your purpose tonight?
My purpose tonight is because I worked here in the building 6 days a week for 8 years and helped the village contend with the rapid acquisition of tribal lands and the need to develop an economic offset like Centennial Center in the southern. I was hired to build Centennial Center and to help with the southern. So that was my duty, my job here. And that was a really dynamic time for the village. And I'm here to share that with new residents such as yourself.
Yeah.
So
and there was a lot shared there.
my opinion on Indian policy, my opinions on Indian policy are my opinion on Indian policy. Whether or not the board accepts it, rejects it, that's their call. It's simple.
So does my board agree with her opinions on Indian policy? Is my question.
You'll have to ask each one of us, and I would invite you to do that. You can start with me at 9 o'clock.
You can't have an answer right here now?
We have very little time, and this is about more than tribal issues. No.
grandson is a United States Marine stationed in California. He's American. He's also three-quarters of Oneida. His ancestors have been fighting and dying for this country for 250 years. I don't see anything wrong with Oneidas having a little place like that to keep its apple. It's all we have left. And it's there, created legally. The courts have, supported us sometimes, and sometimes we lose. But you know what? That's what we have. And that's our future. And we're Americans, and we're Oneidas. And I drove the lane here in Yvonne's car. I can call her a friend. You know what? I don't live with her. Big time. We have built on it, right? We can both profit. Not only money. We can make a better place here if we can work together and live together in peace. One last thing. Saturday, a young Oneida author, her name is Verdina Enshunter. And she wrote a book about the Iroquois peacemaker. And in that picture she has a picture of who we call the Taladaho, who was once a very violent, some say evil man. But he was changed to become a peacemaker he was changed to become a good person. And Belinda Verdina.
What's the question?
Criticized by elders that he never draw pictures of the Taladaho because he was evil. And Virginia, a young author, a young Navajo, half Oneida woman, he says, I disagree. I think that the story of the peacemaker and the transformation of the Taladaho is a great story, and it needs to be learned and honored by everyone. And I know we all have different cultures, but there's a story of peace and how it helps. And you had your peacemakers in your history too. But Bill was saying that there's a way we can get along, but this is all we have. And we have got to keep that, we're going to protect it, and I think the courts will. We all believe in law. Well, that's the law. The law of the United States created that. And we should be honorable to our law. In the name of my grandson, who's a Marine, and all our sons serving, and grandsons serving. Thank you.
And again, do the entire members and just against our comments.
My name is Pat Cornelius. I'm a farmer. I'm a farmer for the Oneida tribe. I'm a retired farmer. When I retired, we're doing 9,000 acres. We know how to farm, we know how to take care of ourselves. We still do. Elaine, I have a travel card. I'd like to see yours. The other thing here is I have original trust land in the town of Hobart. This concerns me greatly. I don't know where I stand with you people. And it's not just trust land, it's original trust land from my ancestors that came here from New York. There's very little of it, but I have some in the town of Hobart. So I'm concerned as to where I stand with what I'm reading in this paper, which don't sound good. And Elaine, a treaty is a treaty is a treaty. You cannot break it. That's why the tribe don't have anything, because every one of them was broken. And you're just happy to continue to do that.
updates on what's going on at the Centennial Center as it relates to restaurants or activities?
Finally, a question.
I'll take that. We read the comments on Facebook, we take the emails, a lot of questions. The two most common things I've heard is, can I reside in Centennial Center? Cobblestone Circle is, when are you gonna get us a restaurant? When are you gonna get us a gas station? Preferably in the same building. I can assure you, and again, a lot of stuff we can't tell you because we have to keep confidentiality, developers don't want it on the front page of the paper. We've had numerous parties approach us. We have agreed to do a feasibility study. The biggest drawback is not the number of people. We have the density. It's not the per capita income. We're a high per capita community. The biggest detriment right now to the future development of a restaurant, a gas station, other amenities is the lack of an interchange on Highway 29. Bottom line, period. And we have lobbied the Secretary of the Department of Transportation, who told myself and Rich Heidel, quote, J-turns are the best thing that we can come up with. Your laughter is an echo of ours. We have discussed everything from cost sharing. Howard's interested in it. We believe it opens up opportunities for growth and development for all of us. Ease of access, safety. Our school district, the buses don't take that route. They add on countless miles each year, taking their buses different directions. That's tax dollars being thrown away because of the interchange not being constructed. That is the biggest holdup.
So what will it take to get on their radar?
The people in Madison, to be diplomatic here, discover the backbone to address their transportation issues. That's the bottom line. We are not a high priority due to the lack of funding. And I think you all read the papers. They're not really embracing new projects when they can't find the money to fix the old ones that are falling apart. And again, we've tried to be creative and say, things like, what if we put something in there? The TIF is successful. What if we do some stuff to help? We are trying to get out of the box, if you will, to try and make that happen. But that is the thing that is drawing developers like everything until they get to that question. Whether it's a bank, everything. It's always a question of when's the interchange going to be built? Well, the state promised to build it in 2012.
Originally, 12.
Now they're telling us 27.
That's understandable.
So
You have local lawmakers in Madison. That's where the decision lies.
I would ask, one easy, direct way, maybe not easy, but a direct, simply understood way, is to communicate with our state assemblyman, Jim Steineke, who also happens to be the majority leader in the assembly, as well as our state senator, Rob Coles, who sits on the Joint Financial Fiscal Bureau down there. They're in key positions. They know the need. I continue to lobby these guys. I'm speaking to the Optimist Club at Howard. Howard itself is on board, obviously. They have as much benefit. I mean, if you had a massive write-in campaign, that would be wonderful, but you don't need that. These guys that are elected into office, if they're peppered with a letter here, an email there, a telephone call next week, sporadically, but from everybody, that carries a lot of weight. I would say that would be of the most help, Lori. That Centennial Center, we developed it in the worst of times. We've added 200 new full-time permanent jobs. It's added over $100 million of new tax base to the village. And all of this has been done without one federal dollar, without one state dollar. It was done by assuming the risk and on the backs of this village and its taxpayers, and we've succeeded marvelously. And it's time that Madison understand that. We are, in fact, the poster child of what Madison and the government down there would like to see, I would think. So those are just some talking points.
My name is Monica Lewis.
Thomas, lifelong resident here on Long Island Reservation. I see like on your Facebook page when you were talking about this meeting, you were talking about Apple Fest and the litigation with Apple Fest and stuff like that. And as being a member of this community, you know, I see a lot of things that could happen if we did work together. So I guess, what is the status of that? Why would you guys go after something, an event like that? That's a family-oriented event, community event, you know, where everybody can go out and have a good time. So, maybe give us all a little bit more information on that. I'm not clear on everything, but I did see that on that page, and I haven't heard that mentioned here.
Since I'd have to walk all the way up to you, Frank, you want to answer that at the end? So I promise this woman the opportunity, and then we'll come back up to you to answer. Everybody gets the button. Just speak up.
I'm Roberta Rather. Just a quick question, and this is in relationship to NAP. My husband and I are property owners that are not Oneida-owned property. And I just wonder, is there something, a law or something in place that says, like currently a third of Hobart is Oneida-owned, whether it's in trust or not. Is there something in place such that if eventually there's 2/3 or 3/4, that it could eventually impact the local jurisdiction controls for our non-Oneida-owned property? Meaning, if the majority of the property is Oneida-owned, could it somehow impact my property, not from a value perspective, but from a jurisdiction control perspective? Does that make sense?
I think, Frank, you're going to get that one too. Remember, we pay him by the hour. Frank's California. You have 3 minutes, and then our rental contract is up. So Frank, Apple Fest and jurisdiction.
The first issue on the Apple Fest, I apologize for neglecting to mention it. It was my job to bring it up, and I missed it. I can't talk a whole lot about it because of pending litigation, but brief background for those of you who aren't familiar with it. The Uniteds have an event called Apple Fest, and at which there's, apple picking, there's cultural events, vendors, things of that nature. It has grown over the years to be a pretty large event. Thousands of people attended. The village simultaneously has something called a special event ordinance, which is a local ordinance that indicates if you are having an event of some size that would necessitate additional village resources, police, fire, safety, health, something of that nature, you are supposed to apply for that permit to hold your event. So those types of things can be addressed. Pedestrian safety, road closures, health issues, etc. The village took the position that this Apple Fest was of the type of event for which that event ordinance applied and for which the Oneida should have gotten a permit. The tribe took the opposite position, saying Hobart's jurisdiction, at least in that regard, and that ordinance did not apply to them, at least as to Apple Fest. So there was a disagreement on that. The village indicated, we believe you do, pursuant to the ordinance, issued a citation. In response to the citation, the tribe sued the village in federal court seeking a determination that the ordinance does not apply to Apple Fest. So that's the case, that's the issue in front of the court. As far as its overall status, all I can really say is that briefing will, to the judge on the issue will begin occurring in the next couple of months. As to the other issue of, as far as tribal jurisdiction over non-tribal members is concerned, one of the seminal cases in that regard is a Montana case, as it's referred to, which indicates that tribal governments can have control or authority or jurisdiction over non-tribal members in a couple of limited situations. One is if that individual has entered into a consensual relationship with the tribe via a contract or a business license or some other agreement. The other is if the activity of the non-tribal member is of such a nature that it would jeopardize the political integrity of the tribe or its ability to self-govern itself. So if the non-tribal member's activity does not fall into those categories, the general rule is tribal jurisdiction over that non-tribal member does not exist. but for the exception.
Okay, the clock has struck 9 o'clock, and our time is up. We literally rented this building for 2 hours for the class visit. I appreciate all your time and your civility. Again, I express the opinions of the staff. Our doors are open to everyone who resides in the village of Hobart. If you have questions or have one-on-one, all stick around.